Hey y'all, it's your Caramel Love Guru. So today we did some tippy tapping in, like connected conduit says. I don't know if she says that, but we tapped in and so you know I watched too many of her videos. What I heard was this video is for people in this new timeline shift. And look, trust all will be well. Timeline shift, but hey, good things is coming. Better things is coming. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no need to stress, no worry about a thing. Push through any insecurity. So that's giving maybe you're like, I don't know what's going on, I don't know where I'm supposed to be going, I don't know what's supposed to be happening. I'm gonna pray real quick. Divine, please put your spirit all over these cards and this message for today. Divine Way Guru, God of all, Jah. Just a couple of different personalities for the one God that we have. Yeah, but just please put your messages clearly through so that I can speak to the collective and help them through whatever they're going through. Because I know I'm going through myself a major shift from what I've been hearing from the videos that I watch. I don't know. I've been praying to be my best version of myself, and there might be some things coming through, maybe transformations, changes. I see myself, if I look back at this turmoil time, I see myself taking a lot of rest and getting things done though. Also ahead a little bit, keeping a good attitude no matter what somebody else's attitude is, aka my man. But not like he's like he just you know, he be in his feelings sometimes, like anybody else in the world. But I've been trying to stay positive and just be there when he goes through that type of stuff. I see myself becoming who I've always wanted to be. Like, I still need some work to do though. So we got relaxed. So like I was saying, I have been really sleeping. I've been really tired lately, but I've been making sure that I do get my sleep. Unless I'm hanging out with people, I might try to stay up a little bit later, but the sleep does take over. I'm a sleepy girl here, and I'll be ready to, you know. So just it's time to relax right now in this energy. And the theme is break through the tension. So that gives that this tension might be your adversity. Is that the word I'm looking for? Your adversity to change, the tension is you not wanting to change. wanting to stay in the status quo. And the breakthrough is this transformation shift, this portal shift that we're going through right now, that helps you find your highest self, find whatever you're looking for, work on the things that you're most worried about. And I'm sorry to say this, but if you're somebody in this transformation shift, you know what you've been praying for, and you know what you've been asking for, and what hasn't come true, and what has come true, and what has happened and what hasn't happened. So I want to say that this collective knows what is on the way. You might have a couple of things you've been praying about that hasn't come true yet, but I mean, hey, it could all come true. I just seen 6-5, which is 11. And then we got release your blocks. So maybe doubt might be an issue from what I was just saying. Because what like keeping positive energy and not really putting yourself in a situation to block your blessings. You have to take the time to mind shift. And when I say mind shift, I mean take the time to take those thoughts that you always have, like I always say, like take those negative thoughts and turn them positive. Because when you're more positive and more open, you're more open to blessings coming in. When you're more godlike, okay, divine messages for today for the collective of time shifters, portal shifters, portal goers, maybe a block that you've been struggling with is the negative thought of feeling like you're not gonna get out of this financial situation that you're in right now. I want to say that's definitely a block that you need to get rid of if you want the blessings to flow in, or a thought, or a programming within yourself that you need to work on. And I say that because this card right here is bliss is worth creating from. So bliss is worth creating from. So what foundation do you have, unless you're like super creative and like artsy and like you've been doing this your whole life, so like no matter what goes on you can still make something? But where are you drawing this creative energy from? Are you looking at other people's ideas? Are you getting inspired by things that you see? Are you being inspired by God's voice? Are you being like, where are you getting this creativity from? Like, where is it coming from? The negative, or is it coming from the positive? Because when you're creating in the negative, you may get some love, and you might get some like, oh yeah, that's real nice, because apparently clearly you're a talented person, so whatever you put your mind into is gonna succeed. But it really depends on what you're giving off in these forms of creation. Then we have prosperity, sisters, our happiness and joy. And that's definitely what I mean when I say step into the positivity. Because once you're able to open yourself to blessings, because you're just positive all the time, and you're always loving, and you're always giving back to people and showing people what it looks like to live in God's name, in God's word, in God's faith, in God's image. I just want to say, if you're struggling with some money situations right now, the best thing to do is to stay positive, because who wants to feel like doo-doo all day? Some people like to sit in it because they're like, like, what am I supposed to do? What can I do? What further can I do? Like, even my sister, she was like, when you have financial issues, it's hard to stay positive, because it seems crippling and like there's nothing you can do about it. But I'm here to say that I actually want to get a message from Divine. Divine, can you help me explain this a little bit better, to the point where it begins to make and then these two cards. I'm gonna shuffle some more to find some more, but these are the two cards that I came across, and it says, I think it probably says, you are worthy. You owe it to yourself to accept compliments, accolades, and praise for a job well done. You deserve it, and you are worthy. So maybe some of you guys aren't accepting compliments from yourself or from other people. And I want to say, ugh. No, I really want to say, like, please work on that. Like, if you're not able to take compliments, where are you going to get your yay and you're like, I did it? Like, where are you gonna get that from if you're not accepting compliments from yourself or from others? And then it says, study money, ask questions, and become comfortable with how money works. Destroy your fear of financial unknowns and build wealth. Honestly, I would say you could look at YouTube, you could look at books, financial books. Go to Barnes and Nobles and go to the financial section. You can look at videos on business stuff. Like, learn the craft that you want to get into, like your overall business. Not the little nuances. Get into the overall and arching business, because you'll start to realize that it's not too much. Taylor Brands, I got my LLC, my EIN, my insurance through ABMP, but Taylor Brands offers insurance. I just want to say, the options are endless. I'm talking to the collective, so I can't say specifics, because we're not really talking about just, one thing, but one person, I mean. But yeah, here we go. One card, nice and precise. Take care of you. Every breath you take and every step you make is a blessing. Get checkups, exercise, and eat healthfully, meditate, and pray. Empower your body and soul with your daily attention. This card right here, the theme. But let's go to the theme, and then I'm gonna go back to this card. We got examine your opinions. It says any belief that doesn't promote prosperity rejects abundance. What was I saying? Find out what's holding you back from acquiring the wealth you deserve by examining your opinions about money. Let go of those negative thoughts on money. That's I'm getting that some of y'all are feeling like a lack of, and I want to say it's time to fall. It's time to fall in God's arms. It's time to start researching, start looking into ways to get money, and start seeing what piques your interest. Start looking at jobs that offer this amount. So if you want to go back to school, you can figure out what you want to go back to school for. Look at Indeed and see what jobs have the amount of money that you want to make, and it's a common job that keeps popping up when you look up jobs in remote or in your area. I'm just giving out some tips on where you could start, but these are things that you need to think about and try, or you could try your own ways. I'm just giving examples so that you can start somewhere. This is your life. I'm never here to tell you, oh, you're doing everything wrong, or oh, this is not the way that you do this, or this is not the way that you do that. No. I'm trying to tell you the messages that God tells me and how I have related it to my life, so that I can help you find a way to transform or morph it into something that will work for your own life. Okay, y'all. That's all I got for today. I love y'all so much. See y'all later.